Hey, what's up everyone? Nick Arapkalis here and welcome to today's video. We are going to be talking about how to build a Facebook group, how to make hundreds of thousands of dollars from a Facebook group. And this is kind of the second part video that I made to last week's video. And I was talking about Facebook groups. This was a talk I gave in front of a bunch of entrepreneurs at a mastermind event. And some of the people were saying they want to know a little bit more of the intrinsics that go into it. So I figured I'd do kind of a screen share video on exactly what it looks like, the four main components that you need, and really how to build and sustain a flourishing Facebook group. So here we are after hearing the feedback from we got last video. If you have not watched that video yet, make sure and go watch that here. Because that kind of gives you the high level understanding on what this stuff is all about, and then you can come back here and watch this video. Now we will get much more into this content, but I want to let you know just right away is that if you are looking to really start, like you already have a Facebook group and you're looking to build that Facebook group up and you want to get more and more members, type down in the comments more members, because I have very specific training that I'd like to create if people are interested in it, that all tailors around a specific way to get literally dozens and dozens, even hundreds and hundreds of new members joining the group every single day with a very specific and very effective strategy. So if you guys are interested in that, just put in more members down in the comments and I'll be sure to make another YouTube video that explains exactly how that process works. Okay, so with that said, let's talk about this. And I want to come over to one specific Facebook group. And this is a Facebook group called Daily Keto Meals. And just as I mentioned in that previous video, word has it that this Facebook group is generating over $200,000 a month. Okay, over 200K a month, and all just by building up a free Facebook group. Now, obviously, this group has a lot of members. Okay, it has 213,000 members, and that's a substantially large free Facebook group, and it would take a while to build that up. But I want to help you understand as well as that I have some friends that they've been building up their free Facebook group, and they have like 5,000 members, and they just had their first 100K month last month. Okay, and they had another group before that where they only had 6,000-7,000 members, and that group they did 100,000 as well. So there's a lot of money to be made as long as you just do all the stuff that I'm going to be sharing with you and you stay consistent with it. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about right away is having an offer. So we'll come over to Daily Keto Meals, and there's just like a lot of consistent posting, there's a lot of engagement, a lot of community in here. But the thing I want to share with you, at some point you always have to have an offer. So this is their offer, and basically it is their keto meals, essentially like their cookbook. Okay, so you put your email in, and then you're taken to this page after you put your email in, and this is a sales page. This is actually a ClickBank sales page, believe it or not. And they come down here, and it's $10 for them to purchase this meal plans and shopping list. And you can do $10 a month, or you can do an annual membership. So that's what they sell within this program. They don't always do it like they don't always like put together like crazy promotions or anything like that. But once you have a thriving group and people want to know more, you can always send them messages. You can always talk to them on DMs. You can always make posts. You can there's a lot of different ways on how to monetize that, and we'll definitely get into that here in a moment. Okay, so you got to have an offer. Okay, you got to have something, and I recommend that you put together some type of opt-in page, as we talk a lot about on all sorts of videos. Is always have an opt-in page so that people are required to put in their email address in order to get access to whatever it is that you are offering, so that you can follow up with them and you can continue to advertise to them because of the fact that they have hit your pages and have put in your email addresses. Okay, but that's the big thing. It doesn't matter if you have like a coaching program. It doesn't matter if you are just doing an affiliate product like they're doing here. It doesn't really matter if you have your own product or you have you have a physical product. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, the whole idea is that you're building up this thriving group of people that are interested in a particular topic, and you have something to offer them for purchase. So that's all key. And then obviously you can kind of divest into other advertising strategies and like YouTube, but and that's just kind of what they're doing now. But before that, they were just making a killing on this page. Okay, so that's the big thing, is you have to have an offer. Okay, you have to have an offer. Now, what's the second one? Is that you have to name your group something relevant to your niche and offer. So as you can clearly see here, this name of this group is called the Daily Keto Meals. So why you want to name it something related to your offer and your niche is that that's one of the ways that people can find you. So come in here and you type in something like, let's just type in keto, and let's just look for results in keto. And then we come into groups, and like if someone's looking for a good group for people to join that's interested in keto, it has all these options. And when you name your group something to do with keto, like Fargo Keto, Keto AF, Keto on the Fly, Daily Keto Meals, Keto and low carb recipes for beginners, if it's something relevant, then you always have the opportunity for someone to actually find your content and then, you know, click on it and then join your group. So that's one way that people can join your group. Not saying it's the only way or even the most effective way, but it is a way to kind of get some organic traffic back to your group. And then as you continue to build up your group and offer things to your group, you're going to be doing really well. So you want to name it something to do with your niche and with your offer, just so you can kind of get some extra traffic just by that simple fact alone. Okay, so you want to name it something relevant to your group. What else? Well, obviously you want to, you know, make it look nice. Okay, you got to make it come in, you got to do the images, you got to do the welcome posts, and then one of the biggest things here is the consistent content. You have to have consistent content. So let's come back over to Daily Keto Meals and kind of dissect their Facebook group. Obviously they have a nice big banner here, and that's what I'm talking about with the images. So you have to have something so people come in, they're like, whoa, what is this? And like these enticing meals, those look pretty good. They got the text in there, it's like well designed. I would definitely put some time and effort into something so that people, when they hit this page, they're like, okay, this makes sense. The next thing that you want to do is have a welcome post. So it kind of sets the standard. Let's look at theirs. They talk about reading all the rules and having all these different tools that are going to help you on your journey. A tracker. You can take a look at products that people think were keto, but not necessarily keto. You can take a look at different questions, and then you can also take them over to the actual the offer. So that's one of the best spots right away, is to offer people something right away in the welcome post. And what you want to do, it looks like they don't even really do it that much. It might be kind of overwhelming to them at this point. But what you can do is every time someone new joins the group, you can come in here and you can tag them and say, hey, make sure and go check this out. Make sure and read this entire welcome post so you know exactly what this group is all about. And then they have an opportunity to, you know, click on the links and click on everything to go over and, you know, purchase your specific offers. Okay, but the other thing that we talked about is that you want to have consistent content. And in the beginning, you're going to be the one that has to create all the content early on. But as more and more members start coming in, then you're going to have a lot of people that are going to create content as well. So you can see all these people start putting in, you know, their recipes and how it's so good. Here's Gabby, who's sharing like kind of her testimonial about how much weight she lost. And you can see like the engagement is up so much because like everyone's like, it's a community effort. Here's Casey that's lost a bunch of weight because of the fact that she's been in keto. So it starts slowly building, and really it really starts snowballing after a while. But in the beginning, you're gonna have to build it up yourself. But as you continue to post more content, you get more testimonials, people loving it, and just of what you're teaching, the more results you're going to have. And then something else I recommend, this is what I like doing on my groups, is that doing some type of live training on a weekly basis. That's only going to help. But as you can see, they get a lot of engagement here. People talking about, you know, what they're cooking and just a lot of different stuff. So it's all relevant to what you guys are offering, what is your niche. And it just becomes a very community effort. Like this girl posted a dessert for the day. So a lot of great stuff. But the whole idea behind all of this is that you have to have consistent content. Now, what is number 4? Okay, so this is using Facebook ads to drive more members to the group. And that's kind of what I was talking about before at the beginning of this video, is that I actually kind of want to draw this out real quick, but I also want to kind of take an entire video to kind of explain exactly how this works, how to set all the Facebook ads up so you can use Facebook ads to drive more members to your group. Now that you have your group all optimized, you are consistently posting content, you're talking with people, you're getting them to go over to your offer, some people are purchasing, you have all that stuff dialed in. Now it's a matter of getting more people to this group and, you know, eventually getting to thousands of people in your groups. Like obviously this has 200,000 members. That's is substantially huge, but you know, like if you start realizing like every member that joins, like for every member that joins, like a good percentage of them are purchasing your offer, it would make sense to use some Facebook ads to start driving more people into the group so that you can make more money and more people can be served from your offer. Okay, so that's the big thing, is like once you have this fully optimized, you have your welcome post, you have your consistent content, you're making money from it. Now you want to start building up your group by using Facebook ads. Okay, so I'm gonna just delete all of this and then I'm gonna kind of draw this out and just kind of a high level overview of how this looks. And then again, if you guys are interested in me like kind of breaking this down step by step, showing you exactly how this all works, and you know, showing you all the steps, everything like that, just comment group members or more group members or Facebook ads or something like that, and I will make an additional video probably within the next week or two on that, on exactly how to set all this type of stuff up so that you can really start driving a ton more members into your group. But essentially here, oh, that's really big. One second here. Alrighty, that's much better. So here is where we'll have our Facebook ad. Okay, and obviously you need to pay for ads. That's how they work. But what I would recommend is having an image ad that basically just says join our group, and it, you know, just talk about the benefits. It doesn't have to be complex at all. In fact, this is probably one of the easiest ways to advertise. Just put a little image in here that's relevant to the group. You could put some text in here, say join our free group. And then what you want to do, because what some people will do, they'll send it right to the Facebook group. And that's not something you actually want to do. You actually want to do something instead of that. And again, this is kind of more of the stuff that we would be getting into, but you would want to send them over to another page that kind of just pre-sells them on joining the group, and then has a button at the bottom of the page. You know, it has some ad copy. They click the button, and then that takes them to, let's see if I can draw this out. It takes them to a messenger thread. All right. A messenger thread where it gives them the link in the messenger thread. They click on that and then they join the group. Okay. And again, like what I was talking about before, this is the group. So as you can kind of come in and see, like in the Facebook group of daily keto meals, they're not doing too much self-promotion. I mean, it's just a lot of value posts. So where they actually do a lot of the selling is they do it through Messenger. So right here, the reason that we want to put people on a Messenger list before they can actually join the group right here is because we want some form of communication with them where we can ask them questions, learn more about them, see what their problems are, see what their goals are, all that kind of stuff. So they join the group, they're going to continue to get value in the group. There's a lot of, you know, consistent content. But, you know, eventually we want to sell them if what we're offering is a right fit. So they join the group, there's a link in here, it takes them over there, but then you can follow up with them and you can even set all this type of stuff up for complete automation. And so you ask them questions being like, hey, how long have you been looking to lose weight with keto? How long have you been looking at keto? And you kind of have just a back and forth conversation. And then if it's a right fit, then you send them over to your offer. And then that's where you make the money. The meca na mula. So that's really the whole process. Again, this is the ad right here. This is the landing page, or just like kind of the bridge page. This is the messenger, and then this is the Facebook group. So that's kind of the process. And like I said, if you guys would like me to break this down a little bit more and do kind of a screen share on exactly how this looks, give you some examples on what you can do so that you can start running Facebook ads and getting more people inside of your group while profiting, let me know down below. Put in Facebook ads or more group members or something like that. But that's really it, guys. Those are the 4 things. I know I deleted them already, but you want to, have an offer inside of your Facebook group. You want to name your Facebook group something that has relevant to your offer and to your niche. Then you also want to really make it look nice with your header. You want to post consistent quality content. You want to have a welcome post. And then lastly, you want to use Facebook ads, like we showed here, to build up your group now that you know that your group is making money, because the more members you have in there, the more money you're going to make, the more people you're going to serve. So those are everything that I want to share with you. Again, like I said before, I made a video. If you have not watched that, it was where I was giving a talk to a group of entrepreneurs. So go check that out. Kind of gives you a high level overview. This kind of gives you a little bit better understanding on how to build up a group and what are the main components within a group, and then how to build Facebook ads so that you can build up the group and make even more money. So hopefully all that makes sense, guys. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments down below. Hit a subscribe if you're new here. Like this video, share it with some people so that we can get these messages out to more people, because the more engagement you guys give on these videos, the more likely other people are going to see it, and it's going to be beneficial and help them. So thanks for watching the video, guys. I appreciate your time, and we will see you on the next video.